Okay. Sorry. Go.
Yo,
What,
DJ?
Mike check. Oh.
We live, baby.
I used to feel so uninspired, and when I knew I had to face another day, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, I was so unkind. You're the key to my peace of mind. Cause you make me feel. You make me feel.
So I only know one song by it.
Yeah. I went to a concert with her and my mom. Double encore. Like, she put on a show that she sang the house down. But she came on stage with her purse, so I thought that was hilarious.
She always come on stage with her purse.
Yeah, like,
she don't leave that shit nowhere else.
No, trust the niggas.
That's Diva
I
status.
didn't know just what was wrong with me till your kiss helped me name it. Now I'm no longer doubtful of what I'm living for, and if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. Cause you make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, baby, what you've done to me. What you've done to me. You make me feel so good inside. Good inside. And I just wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. You make me feel. You make me feel. You make me feel like a natural woman. You make me feel.
Well, we're gonna cut that out. And we're back with another episode of the Sweet Rudy Podcast. I told y'all niggas we got a little bit of everything.
I told y'all niggas.
He coming home today.
It's your boy Norb.
She got Nate. What's going on?
And we told y'all we're gonna have a new face. Turns out we have two new faces. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Dee.
And y'all already know me. I'm Mercedes.
Short for Deidre. How far are we going with introducing?
Well, they don't know shit about you.
That's a good point.
So I think mainly, why did you want to like even do a podcast in the first place? Because that's the only reason why I even really wanted to bring you on the show, because you were actually interested in doing a podcast and you were already doing one.
Okay. So, pretty much I would have to say that I feel like I have sometimes important, sometimes funny shit to say that I feel like the world should hear. And long story short, that's why I did it. Like, I think shit, and I think people either think it's funny or can relate. And so I want to kind of express that on a bigger platform than just inside my house or at work. So that was the main reason for me starting a podcast, or wanting to express shit that I'm thinking about on a day-to-day. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty much just like thinking shit and want to put it out there.
Well, that's exactly what we do here. Uh, you know, it's been a good week, guys. I worked, Nick. I worked 80 hours, 2 different jobs. That shit is fucking terrible.
72.
What?
I said 72.
I worked 80 hours. I don't know what you're talking about.
We definitely called off a night.
I worked 80 hours. I don't know what you're talking about. In demand. I don't know what you're talking about. It's funny ass video came out today. Dude getting arrested. We'll talk about that a little later. What's been up, Nate?
Shit, man. Working these 6 days a week. I'm fucking tired of this shit, man. Gotta work another 6 next week.
That's cool.
It's not cool.
Yes, it's cool.
Nah.
I mean,
it'd be cool. My checks be cool.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, your body might not agree with the paychecks, but
other than that, life is great.
Yeah, you work 7 days a week. You fucking Jamaican.
Hey, listen.
They talking about it's gonna be times where we had that shit too. That shit gonna be real
what,
stressful.
Jamaican?
That
You
direct
work in a
deposit.
cold storage place. Of course, it's gonna be days where y'all can't get off.
I'd be happy
There's
as
already
shit when that
Jamaicans
direct
there,
deposit roll around.
I think like 2 of them.
I work at least 6 days a week, but I kind of like decide my hours for the weekend. But 10 hours on my regular work days.
But don't nobody have it worse than me. I gotta go to work and can't clock in.
What?
Yeah, I gotta make up phone time instead of like real time. So I gotta just go sit on the phone. Yeah, I know it. I know it's fucked up.
You volunteering at work.
I ain't fucking volunteering. Fuck you. I'm trying to get that bonus, bitch.
Shit, if you ain't clocking in, you ain't getting paid.
400.
YG 400.
What else been new? Trump is still fucking president, guys. I don't
we
really
don't
know
even
how
have
he
to-
makes it.
Yeah.
God
Week
help
by
us.
week.
Because it's a shit. Never mind.
No, what?
Shithole country, so of course.
I wouldn't say shithole. I'm in this country, so it can't be too much of a shithole.
Trump is president, so it gotta be a shithole.
Well, Trump ain't met Norbert yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true though.
You want to meet Trump?
No.
Right.
No.
I just think he takes the most important job in the world and just makes it a joke. Like, you're fucking president
He tweets.
of the greatest country in the world, and you act like a fucking dick. Like, I'm just so confused.
Yeah, like a teenager. Like,
Yeah, like,
you tweet.
let's not act like you're not 60 or however old he is.
That nigga's
rapper,
70.
NBA
Yeah.
player.
Nigga's old as shit.
Damn.
Too old. My grandma can barely log into her email and this nigga tweeting. Like,
I don't even think he really tweeting that.
you don't think so?
Hell no, man.
I would hope not.
Like, that's just like, oh yeah, Obama really sitting on his phone tweeting. Obama ain't doing that shit.
It's so easy though. Like, it's accessible. It's not that hard to believe.
I mean, when they
He may have people tweeting for him, but that's definitely his words, okay?
Those are his words.
You know, definitely. They
might not
saying
be his
verbatim.
wrinkled fingers, but
Yeah, you know. Put that down. Put that in there. Yeah, that's him. Just saying.
No really sports news. Is it? None for real.
nah.
None. The Browns won their first preseason game. They play tonight at home. They're playing tonight right now, as a matter of fact.
I say, damn, they gonna have a late ass game, man.
Yeah, they actually started like 7. You know,
Well,
I'm not really watching the preseason, man. That shit gets you too hype, and then they end up.
And they
Nothing, yeah.
blowing it.
I have faith in them this year.
Man, they trash.
Just a little bit more.
We not gonna bash the Browns, bro.
I have a little faith in them. I believe that they can do better. than
I just
did
wish
last
they
year.
fucking fire their head coach. That nigga sucks.
They all suck.
yeah. I wouldn't even put it on the head coach.
That
at this
team
point.
don't suck. They head what?
I wouldn't. This far in the game, I wouldn't.
That nigga's won one game out of 32 games he's coached for the Browns.
So we're not gonna hold the players accountable at all.
I am going to hold the players accountable, but I'm going to hold the coaches accountable because most of the time they were losing in the fourth quarter. That's coaching. That's not players.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah,
I
get
get
your
ya.
asses out of my town. Get out of town.
What a boy.
You get your shit and you get out of my town.
Put the thumb back.
Shit.
Anything else new on your side, Nate? Current events?
Fuck. I think I did see some shit, but I can't remember what it was. That,
I don't want to talk
that
about
nigga
him.
is
Bro.
jumping out the gym.
Honestly, it was against like it wasn't even a D1 school they
It
was
still
playing.
don't matter. That nigga was jumping out the gym.
He followed up that 29-13 with a fucking 25-12. I was like, what the fuck?
That nigga was balling, bro. Balling.
It was like, he can shoot. I'm like, no, he can't. Even though he did hit forward. But anyway, and that team is cheating anyway, bro. All of them, they got what? 3 out of the top 5 prospects this year? Because Zion is, what, 3?
It's not cheating. That's good recruiting.
Oh, yeah, come to Duke. Oh, no problem. Like, nigga, it ain't that hard to be like, yeah, Duke wants you. Really? Okay. Yo, your home state team. Oh, really? Good luck.
Right. Thank you.
I'm the North Carolina, excuse me. What else? Oh, bitch, Nicki. She dropped music, so I don't really want to talk about her at the end of the show. So we're gonna get this bitch out of the way right now.
We can make it fast too.
Ooh, damn! Stab it.
Don't do her. Don't do her like that.
She's doing
I still
herself
didn't listen
like
to the
that.
whole album. So.
Me
Bro.
either.
The one
haven't
song they said she snapped on. It was corny. The second verse was the best part of the song.
I wouldn't
Why
call
was it corny? It was not corny. That song was far from corny.
That song was corny.
No, it was not.
Okay, I
It
wouldn't
definitely wasn't.
I wouldn't say corny. Like it was kind of cute and catchy, but it was more so for people talking about it, so people are listening for streams. Like I don't think it was like when we asked for Nicki, that's not what we were talking about.
But it wasn't her trying to be really like, oh, Nicki. Like
Well, the new
that
Nicki
was
sucks.
like wasn't that song from like B.I.G.?
What?
Didn't they do that? Like
Yeah.
he did the same thing. It was just a play on that. She was like
Yeah.
paying homage and like, showing love at the same time. That's what I felt like. Cause I don't.
For streams.
I'm just playing. Like she said, it's literally in the chorus. Like
Yeah,
it wasn't meant
I
to
know
be.
she was
Oh,
just
Nicki.
playing.
Yeah.
I said the second verse was the best part of the song, but it was.
So y'all would listen to that in y'all cars? Like y'all be riding down?
I do. For real? Yeah.
She asked me, was I going to be listening to it in my car?
Okay.
Do you listen to it?
I'm gonna listen
and
to
that's
the
what I was about to say
original
next,
with
like,
Biggie.
fuck
Yeah,
no,
I'll do
I
that.
wouldn't, like, not
But,
even in my car.
I'm not gonna
And
blast
I
Nicki's.
do lip syncing in my car all the fucking time, but I won't be lip syncing that. That's all I'm saying. Like,
I feel like you one of them crazy drivers that be listening. You like, bitch. Fuck it.
I do.
Just
That's
driving
me.
and shit.
That's
like,
me.
damn, this bitch thinks she must be Beyonce. You need to chill out.
Exactly. And I'm like,
Turn the corner.
you don't like it? Go around.
I gotta protect my mic. I gotta really protect my mic this week. I can't have no mishaps.
Sorry.
We got company. But I want to bring up Nicki only for the simple fact that them interviews she was doing.
I didn't even watch her interview.
I appreciated the
I gotta
interviews.
watch. I gotta watch.
Man, like she was basically like with Ebro. She was
I know she was on Hot
I didn't see
97.
that.
bro, she
I
was
didn't see
hollering. She was like, nigga, pull your ex-wife number up or call her on FaceTime. I'm gonna tell her what you was doing. You was hot for me, all in my text message. I still got them bitches. I'm like, oh damn.
That's what she was talking about?
Yeah, the Ebro. But then she got on Funk Flex and started talking Safari ass talking about how he got hairline
that.
surgery and how he was scamming strippers and stealing money off her credit card and shit. I'm like, damn, you just letting it all.
Do y'all believe that though?
I don't really give a fuck, but it's just like, damn,
to an extent,
like,
yeah. I really
you believe that he took her credit
Yeah,
cards to pay
For what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He was already
Cause think about it. What was he really doing?
writing for her.
like I couldn't call my bank.
He was
like,
not writing for her.
Writing for
Listen
her.
to his,
how much
listen,
was the pussy?
First of all, listen
two
to his own
three
music.
cat,
There is
four
no way
cat
that he
phone.
was writing her shit. His own music ain't even popping like
You
that.
have a good point.
How the
there.
fuck is you writing bomb ass bangers for
He
somebody
wasted his
else and
talent on
your
her.
shit
What
ain't
you mean?
banging?
You never
Get
wrote.
the fuck out of
He
here.
wasted his
Because
genius on her.
he wrote it as from a
Nah.
bad bitch standpoint instead of a grown ass man with a bad hairline standpoint.
Listen, I have a whole ass problem with that. If you could write bangers for a badass bitch, but you can't write one for your own rap career,
Because it's the image. It's all about the image.
Sit down.
It's
You need to sit down.
It's
No.
a difference between being able to write, to be able to write and rap, and then if you can't rap but you can write, then yeah, go ahead,
Exactly.
go for it.
But this
don't try
is
to-
the thing though. If you can write, then he can rap. He try to rap all the time.
But
He
not
make music
everybody-
all the
Exactly.
time.
It's like
Why
everybody
his shit
got
ain't
to-
popping?
Because of the image, because of the demeanor and the swagger you gotta have with it. And Nicki has that. Like, I'm not gonna
That's
deny
not-
that. You don't think she do?
No, she do, but it's not that. It comes with delivery, how you sound on a track.
That's what I'm saying. She has that. She went to
like, you
school
can-
for it and shit.
You gotta go to school to learn how to rap.
No, I'm talking about like the demeanor and the the punchlines and I want to stop and go type shit. Like the
That's what
You
she
learn
said.
that
y'all know what I'm talking about.
You learn that shit in
That's
middle
what she
school.
thought that rhyme was on. She was like,
So
hey, record that shit.
You aggravating.
Like you learn how to write poems and shit in like elementary.
but
and
can
middle
you
school.
execute them
You
and
turn that shit into something else. Like if you wanna rap and shit, that's when you turn that into an actual song and ride the beat, do whatever you do, however
if
you want
you
to do it.
have it, like the gestures, the demeanor, I feel like it's a lot that comes with that some people don't have. Like people who are funny, but they can't do stand up because they don't know how to do punches. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say something to sound funny, but then standing up in front of all these people and being knowing when to stop and
They
when
don't
to go
know how to
and-
grab the
What about
audience.
airline people?
Exactly, like
Yeah.
That's just being
boo
nervous.
and throwing tomatoes type shit. Like,
Nigga,
it's
like,
just that you
that's-
gotta have it all.
But that's another thing. Like I always felt like I could do it, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm not a punchline fucking funny person.
Exactly.
Like my mannerisms and shit is funny. Like if I was to do anything to make comedy the main source of my income, I would act.
Which is different from stand up. So it's just like a
Kevin Hart.
it's a talent.
Kevin has punchlines. Kevin's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. For
But
real.
you
Do y'all
gotta-
like him as an actor?
Nah.
He could.
Right.
He's cool
exactly.
in certain movies.
But he
'Cause his
can
early
sell out
funny- his
the
early movies funny as
Madison
Yeah.
Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like y'all saying like, oh, he's okay as an actor, but he's selling out Madison Square Garden type shit. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a different vibe or whatever you want to call it, a performance. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Safari was writing for Nicki.
No, he was not.
He was.
No,
He was
there-
definitely writing for
there
her.
is
I don't care.
No way
And
that
then-
you are going to tell
Then
me
the
he was
bitch is
writing for her.
abusive.
Oh
She's
my god.
abusive.
God,
Oh,
I'm not
Nick-
even. Okay,
My
why?
nigga Meek was getting
We've been-
slapped up.
First of
Safari
all-
was getting sliced up like he
I
was
feel like we've
something
been
out of
talking
a
about
Jason
her for
movie.
too long. I feel like we've been talking about her for too long.
I just cannot.
I do.
What? But she's abusive as fuck, and I'm mad as fuck.
What evidence do y'all have of that? None.
I don't know about
No.
She abusive.
Being abusive.
I'm saying it first. You fucking
Nah.
nasty. No. No, she cool. She just kind of whack now because she knows she the shit and can't no other female rapper really kind of touch her. That's why she
Why
kind of
does that
just.
make her whack,
when we gonna
though?
finish that topic because
Why?
you're tripping.
Why? This is her. I'm talking about. This is her attitude.
Oh.
I don't feel this way.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that's what I thought you were saying. I'm just like,
you trying to cut me off and shit.
I do apologize.
But no, like she just feel that way. That's why she got so fucking crazy. Like the past year and a half. Once Cardi got her, she like, fuck.
No. Oh,
she
my
did.
God.
I'm sorry.
Stop putting them in beef together. I just can't. Nah.
They've gotten along since then, but
They gotten along.
But I just don't
The
understand
Met
why
Gala.
why you can't be a female rapper, do your thing. I could be a female rapper, do my thing. Like, why it always gotta be
Nicki
like?
trash,
I mean, there's automatically gonna be
Nicki trash, ain't
competition,
she?
but why do it gotta be outright beef?
That's just social media. That's not really. I don't think that's them. I think that's social media.
I don't think it's them either. But I'm
one or
just
the
saying,
other.
like, why does it have to be beef? Like,
Right.
She does.
She be putting the shots out there. It's like,
but every female
She
rapper
did
does.
put her out there. She put Cardi out there talking about I ain't have to strip to be like this or
But
whatever.
then she
How
gave her
put it.
props.
Gucci already said you was sucking up the whole 10 cents.
She definitely did. Everybody, like,
Oh
she was
my
fucking
God.
everybody, like, for sure.
Gucci did not say
She was a hoe.
Oh, you ain't know about that infamous Twitter rant before he went to rehab jail time.
right.
I
That
didn't.
nigga went crazy.
He went crazy. Lock her, bitch.
Stop
He went
it.
off on Woo, Frenchie, Waka.
It's like some
Yeah.
Orlando Brown shit.
Nikki, we used to all fuck you. I was like, whoa.
Gucci wasn't lying, man. That's my nigga. I don't give a
Nigga
fuck what
probably
y'all
tossing
talking
that
about.
shit.
First of all,
Gucci ain't
That's what-
lying.
niggas
That's
lie
when Nikki
every
was
day.
natural fat. So she definitely was tossing that shit back like a hood
Exactly,
bitch.
yeah. Yeah.
Give me that money.
She was a freaky bitch
Itty
back
bitty
then.
what's her first song? The single Itty Bitty Piggy.
Itty bitty piggy. Yeah, like you gonna tell me that she rapping all the nah. But I used to love her back then, so I ain't even gonna go there. I'm gonna just be quiet until y'all get on the topic.
That's what?
I'm just saying. Cause I used to love her back then, so I can't like
I still need to listen to
have
this
my
album. Like, all the way
present
through.
feelings towards Nicki go towards like how I felt about her back in itty bitty piggy days. But she was definitely fucking a crew.
You gotta let that baggage go.
I'm like,
Oh my God.
that was smooth.
It was though,
It was.
because
I get that.
they don't even know what the topic is. So it's just like that could be a nice segue, but we could just move into it because
That sound good.
the topic of today is emotional baggage. So actually a broad topic to an extent, but we're gonna construct it to certain demographics. You know what it is and how it affects me, you, and everybody else in this motherfucking world. Okay.
Pretty broad.
That is pretty broad,
Is that okay?
but it's 4 of us right now, so I'm pretty
I know.
sure
That's what I was
we
going
can
to I
narrow
thought you were
it
going to say
down.
this room, but you said this world.
No, we already. I'm talking to them, so
I'm so sorry.
like.
Okay, so emotional baggage, negative and unprocessed emotions that we've acquired throughout the years. These feelings come from people, places, behaviors, and experiences from our past that still have a negative impact on our present. Y'all agree with that definition?
I didn't even know that was that deep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what it means. Like emotional
It's an
baggage.
ideal. So
Anything that affects you.
Yeah, I guess.
But do y'all? Of course, it's real, but I don't really feel like that should really try to. And it does. It holds everybody back, and it sucks because you might have the idea in your head. Oh, I'm not gonna let this shit hold me back, or I ain't gonna think about this shit. But in all actuality, you be literally carrying that shit around like it's luggage.
Yeah.
Like for real, and that's why. And like emotional baggage is like truly it. Like no, and it's unprocessed feelings. Like that's true. That's honestly what it is. You're not willing to sit there and deal with the transgressions or the moments or the mistakes or the thoughts that led you to holding on to these feelings that are unprocessed. So, shit. Niggas really do be out here though. They really do be out here like Santa sacks. Carrying that shit.
Shit, Santa sacks, U-Haul trucks. The fuck? Whole ass houses full of emotional baggage.
So y'all think that's a real thing?
What'd you haul? The $39.99?
Oh no, wait, got the 19 one. No,
right.
You just gonna just jump straight up there.
Right.
I've seen the $19 one. That's all I'm saying. That's a reach.
No, the motherfuckers nowadays be walking around with the fucking huge one, like they about to move 2 mansions and shit. Oh my God, I lost somebody that I was with for 5 years. How old are you? 17. Oh my God.
Right, you were 2. Oh, okay, cool.
I've had 5 long-term relationships. Really?
Like,
How old are you?
6 months.
Oh, I'm 22. Oh, really?
Were you dating like 3 of them at one time, or how did that work?
And I'm just not trusting people right now. Why aren't you trusting people? Like then you think about it as, nigga, is this really emotional baggage, or you just trying to be like?
Exactly,
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's a real thing.
I
Like,
think it's a
it's
real
an
thing.
excuse to be a dick, honestly.
But I think some people get it mixed construed. Like, don't take emotional baggage for you just making fucked up ass decisions and you just don't learn from your mistakes.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
it's a
I feel
difference. Like, you know, like you know this nigga about to wipe you up over the head when you get to the house, like, and you just keep going back, you know, like stuff like that. Like,
that's the difference.
Some things are a choice, and then some are, you know, sometimes you got like some like a circumstance or something that happened, you know, to you that you had no control of. But you know, some things that you have control of, is that really emotional baggage, or you just making fucked up shitty ass decisions?
That's why I think that's like different, because
I don't think that's
fucked up.
I think that's just like you just like, I think that sounds more like
totally left. I really thought y'all was gonna be on a totally different side. But anyway,
no, what I was thinking was, I'm like people will be like, oh, I'm like this because I got this going on, or like I don't trust niggas because, you know, this many niggas like, play me, which goes back to what you were saying.
Because like, you met that nigga at the club and you thought he was sexy as fuck, you ain't know shit about him, and then you got into a whole ass relationship and was like, oh fuck.
Exactly.
Damn.
Right.
Like that.
But then the other point is the nigga at the club who got this shit and it's like, I'm just dog all these bitches cause X, Y, and Z type shit. So it's like what standpoint or what viewpoint are you coming from with the baggage claim?
Right. And also, too, like, because, you know, people don't like to take responsibility for their actions. So they use emotional baggage to try to play victim.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying, like that.
Yeah, no.
I can go one or two ways. Like, I think it's bullshit, though. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I feel like it's...
Well, it just depends. Because, you know, there are certain things that happen to people. And they don't have no control over it. So, you know, like, let's say... For instance, like somebody like your parent died or something like that, and you still feel the hurt, or if you have a parent that's not there, you know, and they leave you, and now you got this like feeling or this issue of being let down.
Yeah, but are you gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna be like this now because this is what happened to me in the past? You have a choice on whether you want to grow from it and like, okay, this happened, but I don't want to feel like that no more, so I'm gonna do this. Or you're gonna be like, oh, well, my parents died, so this is why I'm like this, type of thing, you know. So it's like I think it's touchy. Like, you know, I think it's a choice. Like, I think it's like an excuse. I'm sorry.
No, but it's a difference though. Like, some people use it as an excuse to get sympathy and
that's what I'm saying.
You know, like.
So what you guys are saying basically is what is completely polar opposite what me and Nate about to say, because y'all think it's just the idea to protect y'all motherfucking selves.
Yeah,
that's completely unfair.
See, but I don't think that is. In some cases, I don't think that is all the way just to protect yourself. But even then, when you think you're protecting yourself, you're actually hurting yourself more.
That's true.
When you carry around this baggage, when you don't process it correctly. and you let it affect your future relationships.
But y'all said it wasn't real.
Right.
I don't think
I
it's
didn't
real.
say it wasn't real. I didn't
what
say that.
So where are y'all coming from with the?
It's real as shit.
Yeah.
So
Like-
wait, so I like when we were talking, you were saying how, oh, that's not where we were going. You went left.
Yeah,
field.
because I
Oh.
really thought, and this is just like honestly gender bias. I really thought y'all was gonna really like be into it. Like, yeah, emotional baggage is real. That shit is real. You gotta carry that shit.
Oh my god!
Like for real, like for
I'm
real. I really
sorry
thought
to
that shit.
disappoint. No.
Right?
Oh no, you ain't disappointed. Shit, you just make this shit better.
He think we some,
Yeah,
he
no,
think we
I'm
some
going with
suckers. Like that's a sucker response. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it ain't no sucker
suckers.
response. It's just emotional.
Oh, y'all women.
If you throw away
Emotional baggage.
the actual definition in this go by context clues, emotional baggage is you carrying your every emotion that you've had in past relationships, past problems or whatever. And when you come to that problem again or come into a relationship again, it's like, okay, all of this shit's happened to me before, and now I see it about to happen again. And I feel, have all them same feelings and shit. It's like, okay, all that shit's about to just hold you back from trying to make your relationship better or whatever situation that you in and shit.
Because what?
But then, like what you said, I think part of that comes from learning from your mistakes.
But if you not, but that's emotional baggage. You're not learning. You putting yourself through the same thing because
You putting up a guard.
Yeah, you putting your guard up and saying, oh, I've been through this with an ex-boyfriend or an ex-girlfriend, and I don't want to deal with it again.
But I think I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I think that a lot of the times that is like, especially when it comes to relationships, like intimate relationships, I think that instead of learning from our mistakes the first time, like processing and saying, okay, this is what happened, this is what went wrong, let me take ownership in my part, this is the part
But it don't
they
happen
played.
like that though.
No,
Right.
no, but I'm saying, I know, that's what I'm saying, but it comes from not learning your mistakes, so you keep repeating that same hurt
Right.
because you not processing it the first time the correct way, so now you creating more emotional baggage for yourself is what I'm saying.
That, and you dealing with the same kind of person every trip.
Yeah, but that's a personal issue for you though, because you picking the same person.
Yeah, you can't control how you feel.
Exactly.
So
That's what
don't-
I agree with that. For sure.
But you can make smarter choices in who you decide to be in any type of relationship with,
I
whether
think
it be a
that's
friendship
easier
or
said.
romantic relationship. You can choose. You can
I think
pick.
that's easier
So
said than
now-
done.
You can pick.
I think it's
You right. So now you're arguing that you're pretty much arguing that emotional baggage isn't real.
No, I'm not arguing that it's not real, because in certain cases I do think it's real. It's some things that happen to people that are out of their control. Like stuff happens. I carry some of that emotional baggage around.
Aren't your feelings out of your control?
Say that again.
Aren't your feelings out of your control?
Yes.
Right.
But then I'm saying in certain instances, because sometimes the choices we make affect the feelings that we have. So if you make a choice, if you know this person is no good for you, this is a toxic person, but you still choose to be in a relationship with them, or you think you could change or whatever, and you end up getting hurt, well, you knew that up front. Is what I'm saying. So you kind of have to, when it comes to emotional baggage, you can't always point the finger is what I'm saying. You have to take responsibility that sometimes you do it to yourself.
I don't think that's emotional baggage though. I think that's more so denial. Like
Yeah.
you wanted to be something
That's a disorder.
different. Yeah, you're fucked up. Not just playing, but
I don't think that. I don't think it's that. I think y'all don't think that ties
That's
together.
a mentality.
no, I think that's a thought process
that's
that you have to get
yeah,
over,
that's a
but that's not like
mentality.
emotional baggage. Like you're not bringing this.
Emotional baggage is
I'm coming into this knowing
I'm coming into the relationship knowing I'm broken.
some shit that's
but
got
I'm
that
not
happened.
really like
Exactly.
But I'm gonna try to make sure that the shit I'm feeling doesn't affect how I'm going to try to grow with you.
Exactly.
That's
Not I'm gonna deal with your shit.
But that's
because
exactly what I'm
I
saying,
think you're
because
gonna
you
change.
processing it. Some people don't do it like that. Like you don't honestly believe that your choices does it have anything to do or play a part in emotional baggage that you carry?
No.
I disagree with that.
But I see where you're going. I really do. But for the sake of my argument, that's wrong, because when you're thinking of emotional baggage, it's a feeling. We're not thinking about choices that affected those, that brought those feelings upon you, but you basically said, oh, you can't control your feelings. So if I can't control my feelings, let me talk. If I can't control my feelings, how can I control everything that I'm going to feel when I'm trying to get to love you, get to know you more and love you more?
Or go into this. Yeah. It's like, I know that this is what I'm going through.
But when you first start talking to somebody, you just not, oh my God, you not just deeply in love with that person. Oh my God, I can't live without them. No, like, you're still trying to get to know that person. So you in the midst of getting to know that person, and you see the red flags. Okay, yeah, this not gonna work, but you ignore them and you skate past them anyways. And you keep going, and then you end up getting hurt, but you saw the signs already, and you made a choice to ignore.
You know what that's called? Stupidity. It's not emotional baggage.
That's insanity.
No, I'm saying though, like, there's a cause of emotional baggage. Like, the decisions that we make, emotional baggage is not just based off. I mean, it is based off feelings, but it's also, our feelings are based off our experiences and things that we do and choices that we make in life, is what I'm saying. You can't just, you have to make a choice to even be in this situation, is what I'm saying.
I get exactly what you're saying,
but
it just don't come along just cause.
Understandably so. But with the whole,
because you choose the people you be around, you choose the places you go. You know.
So you're saying your emotional baggage is is helping make your decision. Like, because I have this and I have this going on, this is why I'm deciding to go with this person or deal with this person, knowing how it's going to end.
I'm saying that sometimes the choices that we make can cause the emotional baggage.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
We do that to ourselves, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I agree with that 100%.
You know, it's not just always emotional baggage. Some of it is out of our control, but some of it you can control things in your life. Like, just saying that, like, shit just happens to everybody and you don't have no control over your life, that's bullshit. You got control. You can make better decisions. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that contributes to your thought process, contributes to your emotional baggage. How you deal with people, how you treat people, the experiences you have, the people you encounter, the people you choose to hang around, the people you choose to be with, you know?
Okay, so it definitely sounds like you think emotional baggage is a real thing.
I do think it's a real thing.
You kind of stick with it. Not you personally, but I'm just saying, like, it's like, this is me. This is what I'm going with, and this is why I do some of the shit I do.
My whole thing with, and I'm gonna get back to you in a minute, but like, my thing with you is, how can you not feel like it's not, it's just not
I don't
real?
think it's okay. Let me go back. I'm not saying that it's not a real thing, or that, like, this is just this made up tooth fairy type shit. What I'm saying is that people go into shit and do shit and be like, oh, well, I'm like this because of the shit that's happened to me before. And they use it as an excuse to be a fucked up person or fuck people over, because it's like, well, I got this shit. This girl cheated on me and she had a baby by my nigga and blah, 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 blah. And now you're bringing that to this. And like, I'm not going to trust nobody and I'm going to fuck them over because of the emotional baggage I got from them. So I'm not saying it's not a real thing, but I think that people use it as an excuse to do the fucked up shit they do. Not everybody, but I think that it's an excuse. So we're just like, well, just like when chicks like do crazy shit, but oh, well, I got daddy issues, so that's why I'm like this type thing. So I think it's just like a scapegoat. I think it's a scapegoat. Exactly. It's like, I'm like this because of this shit. It's a crutch.
It's a crutch? Yeah,
without verbally saying it. But if, let's just say we met, it's this dog ass niggas that's dogging chicks, whatever.
Right.
We pull them aside and say, why are you like this? Well, I'll tell you why I'm like this. And then go into all this shit about.
She's started this shit off like a BET movie.
This is me. I bet you probably wonder how that. No, but
Well,
seriously,
let's go back to the beginning.
exactly. And I think it's like, well, I'm gonna tell you this is why, instead of like getting over it.
Right.
And I'm not saying you can just be like, oh, well, this happened, so I'm just a strong person now, and this is how it's gonna go. I'm not saying that, but I think people use it as a crutch. I'm like this because X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
I
because
think
some people won't do certain shit because of that. Like if they in a relationship, they like some people won't go certain places with who they with because of where they've been with somebody from before.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Won't do certain things. All kind of stupid shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do y'all think of the effect of emotional baggage?
I think it's a matter of maturity and wanting to either get over it or be stuck in it. I think it's just a matter of finding somebody who kind of over that, you know, I done fucked up, you done fucked up type shit, and just like, well, where do we go from here, instead of I'm gonna keep doing this because I got this emotional baggage. That's
What you think? I want to know. I want to hear your thought.
What the effect of emotional baggage?
Mm-hmm. Or the domino effect it creates. Like, what do you think?
Well, I always thought it was always a cycle for emotional baggage. Like, you get it either starts off with a dickhead of a man or a bitch of a woman, and they finally get somebody good, but because of shit that they're holding on to that happened to them in the past, they ended up fucking up that good person. Mm-hmm. So now not only do we have one fucked up woman, we also have a counterpart to her now. And now he's moving along, and he's about to go fuck up the next woman.
Yep.
So I always think it's a cycle when it become like with emotional baggage, because you are gonna keep on perpetuating the same thing until you get that right person that ends that cycle. And I've always believed in that.
But I think too that it also like spreads to other people. Like, don't y'all feel like that? Like, it's
hurt people. Hurt people.
Hurt people. That is so
and
true.
And then you
That's
come,
that cycle.
you hurt this next person, and then just because you hurt this next person, now they hurting somebody else.
Yeah, and that wasn't even their intent to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think what would avoid
that was a great explanation.
Thank you. I'm glad you approve. You aggravating.
It's fine.
Okay.
But honestly,
I had something good to say too.
Oh,
Y'all fucked it up.
Go ahead. My bad.
What I was going to say is, I feel like, going back to what I said before about it not being a real thing, I think that if people realize it early on and express that to whoever they're trying to fuck with, you can kind of like stop that cycle. You can be like, look, this is what I got going on.
She about to set up my next quote too.
Right.
And this is what you got going on. How do we go forward? You know what I'm saying? We doing this, but you got to be honest. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to say this because it sounds good type shit. You got to actually be like, you know what I'm saying, upfront with your intentions and this is what I got going on. This is how I am. And y'all either...
I think you gotta be careful of that. You gotta be careful of that.
Why?
What you see is what
you're gonna hurt more people otherwise.
I mean, I understand, but then you get those people like when you're unloading your emotional baggage on to the wrong person.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though.
To the wrong person, because you get those people that are like fixers. Like I'm gonna try to fix everything. I'm gonna try to fix it. But then
Mr. Fix-It-Man,
they have their own issues and stuff, and then they end up unintentionally hurting you or doing something, to hurt you or something like that. That especially that was one of your main concerns. You got to be careful who you trying to unpack your emotional baggage.
Yeah,
with.
I mean, I wouldn't say going to that like being at the bar, like, hey, this is me and this is how I'm fucked up. But more so like, I mean, fill them out prior to. But I just feel like people should be honest. Like, I mean, some people are okay with that. Like, look, I'm on this bullshit. I'm on that same bullshit, and like go from there type shit, instead of being like, oh, this is my intentions, but this is really my intentions, and like fucking people up, like hurt people type shit. So I think people should be upfront, say what it is, and either you get with it or you get lost.
Well, I feel like I kind of just stand alone away from y'all because I really don't agree with neither three of y'all because I know the way you about to go.
What worst comes first?
Yeah.
What you mean you don't agree?
Like, because my thing is, I even the upfront shit and the you get to choose. That's the way I fucking feel. And in order to make myself better for the person that I truly want to sit down and actually get rid of this shit, like, you can't tell me that I have to tell you, oh yeah, this is how I'm feeling on. That goes back to telling everybody you. That goes back to every girl you come to or every guy you come to. Oh, I'm going to tell you my deepest, darkest secrets. I'm going to tell you my past.
No, that's not what she was saying.
I didn't say that. I said that you have to fill them out first. I'm not saying just get it. I'm talking about somebody that you're engaging with and trying to, do something with. I'm not saying like, oh, I'm at the bar and I'm going to tell you how, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not just with everybody like, hey, my name is Norbert and this is what I have going on that's so fucked up. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like with people who you're trying to engage with. That's all I'm saying. Not everybody.
And my thing to you, because I don't think you get what I'm really saying, but how do you come to the point of how you feel? How you come to that
That's a good
point?
One.
How do you get there? Is what I'm saying. How do you get there? The choices you make get to how you feel. You're not just gonna come up to somebody one day and just be like out of nowhere, oh, I'm so fucked up. I have all this emotional baggage. Like, what happened to have you get to that point?
A bitch.
And then you start and get you so much in your feelings like that. Valid. You know? That's what I'm saying about choices that we make.
A bitch made me like this. Sorry.
Y'all aggravating.
No, but for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that it's like when you already in that state and you feeling, but how did you get there is what I'm saying.
I guess I'm leaving out the ownership part because my thing is I'm already going to take ownership for how I feel. Mm-hmm. That's the point of me having the baggage. I already know I feel like that. So I have to be able to deal with that shit while trying to grow with you. So
that don't sound stressful to you?
But people don't properly know how to do that, though.
Well, carrying shit throughout life is stressful regardless, right?
That's true.
It's going to be stressful, right?
Time, nigga.
Oh. Damn, I just fucking lost my thought.
You were saying about... I lost your thought.
Let's go to intimate relationships. Somebody share something.
No, I knew what I was about to say. Like when we were carrying stress and carrying the baggage, doesn't it sound stressful? It's going to be stressful regardless because it's something you have to deal with while trying to move forward. It's like tug of war. Like you gotta fucking keep pulling or keep just unloading that shit, regardless of if you want to, how you do it, when you do it. You got to get rid of this shit in order for you to move forward. And that's the only reason why I feel as though I don't stand on I agree with y'all, but then again I stand right here because regardless of the fact of how I got to that feeling, or it might get better, or I'm not giving that to everybody, I still got that shit. So regardless of where it came from, like I said, it's still gonna be there.
Yeah. So
it's not really like I can't sit there and say like, oh yeah, it's only I gotta take blame. Well, I shouldn't have stayed with her that long. maybe I'll be less
No,
hurt.
that's taking ownership though. You have to take ownership
But
for the shit that go
But
on
now
in
you're
your life.
blaming now you're blaming yourself
It's
for
not-
all the hurt
it's-
you feeling because
No.
you didn't make because a situation the matter of a heart or the matter of the brain didn't work out in your favor. Now you're blaming yourself.
No, it's not blaming. It's just taking ownership for your part. I didn't say take the full brunt of the blame. I did not say that. I said you take ownership for your part in the choices you made when you saw the signs and you chose to ignore them, and then you leave the stuff that they did with them. Don't carry that. That's their mistake that they made. They made their mistakes. You made yours. You learn your lesson, and they gotta learn theirs. Don't carry the mistakes that they made with you because them not your mistakes. That ain't your concern. Right now, your concern is, okay, what part did I play, and what can I do differently this time so I don't have to end up in that situation. I mean, it's easier said than done, but that's exactly what I'm saying. You can't ignore, like, you can't.
I acknowledged exactly what you were saying, but I'm just saying exactly what Wayne said. It's easier said than done. I have to still process and deal with that shit regardless if I'm taking ownership or I have to take the blame of how I'm feeling.
But I feel like when you take ownership, that's you're processing. You're processing. I feel like when you take ownership of something, you process. Okay, this is what I did wrong. I'm gonna try not to make this mistake. You're already processing and you're learning and growing because a lot of the times you can't process if you don't acknowledge your wrongdoings. I mean, to correct me if I'm wrong. You can't take if you can't take ownership of the part you play in any situation, then you're not really processing it. I think if you own up to the things that you do, you process. That's the first step, admitting. Now the next step, how do I work through it? How do I change that?
I really want to go far-fetched because you don't believe emotional baggage is real because you're solely basing it off the decisions you make on how you get to that feeling.
I'm not solely basing that because I didn't say that I don't believe in it. You putting words in my mouth. I do believe that there's a such thing as emotional baggage. And I do think that I'm saying is I did say earlier that there are some things that you just can't control, but then there are also things that you do that you can control that contributes to your emotional baggage.
But your argument still says that you don't believe.
You don't believe in it.
No, it does not. No, it does not. It does not. Because things can happen to you in your life. Things have happened to me in my life that I had no control over. And I carry that around with me. You know, like, I mean, like, even with my dad having an aneurysm, you know, like, I carry around emotional baggage from that. You know, like, you go from one day being good and being a totally different person. You know, I still carry around, like, fears from that. Like, that's why I'm always, like, checking up on you, making sure you good, or you say something hurt, like, or when you woke up in the middle of the night scaring me and shit, like, and you seen I was scared. I was like disoriented. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Nigga, my tooth was hurting like fuck, man. I was like, hey, man, we gonna go to the store. Anyway.
And I was Johnny on the spot on that shit. We got out. I went out in a blizzard. Okay, like, I mean, stuff like that. Like, you know, like, stuff you carry around with you. I'm not saying I don't believe in it. I do, because I have it. But I'm just saying you have to. It's not all just it just happened to you. No, sometimes you cause it to happen to yourself too. You can't just say, oh, shit just happened to me all the time. That's just like somebody walking around and just letting life happen to them. No, you have to take control of some of the things that happen to you. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I do not believe in it. I do believe in it, but I'm saying there are two sides to the coin is what I'm saying.
Can emotional baggage really have two sides though?
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
It is self-inflicted.
One side is faded like fuck,
and non-self-inflicted. Like you.
It depends on your perspective or the standpoint you're coming from.
Fun over and over.
I feel like it just depends on the person or who it's coming from. Because sometimes it can be like this is pretty much any relationship, intimate or not. It's like I'm the dominant one, or I'm what's the other word? Whatever the other word is.
Submissive.
Yeah, that word.
Oh, she don't even know how to say the word, Wayne.
Oh no,
Man, she don't even know how to say the word submit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My God.
No, I just had a brain fart. Yeah, don't do that. I had a brain fart. I'm sorry. Jeez Louise.
Damn.
What I'm saying is
Stereotypes.
You finished or you done?
I'm done.
Oh, thank you.
I give you permission to kick him.
I will. What I'm saying is like you're gonna come in a relationship as one or the other. So it's either you the one that's like, well, I'm like this because X, Y, and Z, or well, I had this, but I think that he's different. I think that she's different, and I can change her type of thing. So I think it's like depending on where you're coming from in the relationship or the situationship or whatever you want to call it. But it's like it's gonna be one or the other.
Right. Like, I don't think emotional baggage is cut and dry. I think there are a lot of facets and avenues you can go down, like you just to say it's just this one point. I don't think that's accurate because
we have 4 different ones right now.
Emotional feelings, like things that happen to you emotional, are not that simple.
They're not. You can, in certain situations, you can, like with relationships, you can be the person that broke up with somebody, and like I'm feeling bad about it and shit, or you can break up with them and not feel shit. That's just how you feel about it. Or you could be the person that got broken up with and you feel like shit. It makes you upset, hurt, and all that shit. Or you
vulnerable.
Invulnerable. Or you can be broken up with and it don't really affect you. You might be, oh dang, I done lost something good, or however you might feel. But after a while, if you're trying to move on, that shit's not gonna it's not gonna affect you. It is two sides of emotional baggage. It's just how you how you carry it and shit. Cause like I always say, like worst comes first, greater comes later. So some bad shit happened to you, it's gonna be in your head. You're gonna feel that shit. But as long as you trying to push forward and just say fuck that shit, no, it's not gonna take no real bad toll on you as long as you're not trying to just be stuck on that shit forever. Like it's you got your little domino effect, but it doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to go around hurting people and shit.
So that brings me to a question. What emotional baggage do y'all carry?
I'm not even opening up that box.
I mean, just share something, like something somebody can relate to.
Motherfucker, you better talk.
All right. I had to see how far
you know, like in your personal relationship, or friendship.
Then he was like, oh, okay.
What's the Jax? No, honestly, like I'm at this point where, currently, where I'm not like as vulnerable as I was before. Like 2 years ago, I was just like, I can change this person. I can be this person that's like, showing that everybody ain't the same type shit. And now I'm just like, well, fuck it. If you don't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. Get out of my face. Like, not even like a mean way, but just like I do not have the energy to try to persuade you or show you that I'm different. Either you're gonna see it or you're not. So yeah, I'm growing, I feel like. Thank you for asking.
Didi, don't tell me you was that girl.
I definitely was. But
let's fix it.
Like 2 years ago was like my cutoff, but like years before that, I was just like, he's not that bad,
I couldn't even hold it back.
That's fucked up to laugh at me thinking like that, though. No. Because it's a joke, right?
What?
That's stupid for thinking like that, right? No, I'm just playing.
My cape was golden when that bitch was fighting. I don't know what you talking about.
I'm just that's just how my mental was.
I
So
was
I'm just
straight
like,
Captain Sucker. Captain Saberhole. Oh, she loved me. Oh, hey guys, she hurt me again. Told your dumb ass not to talk to her.
Yep. Now I'm just like, you was right, and I'm not even doing that shit now. I'm like, look.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I'm like, you got to be upfront at this point. What did I miss?
Hey, all three of y'all can stop playing my game. All three of y'all.
Speckle by
I'm
name.
talking to real. Y'all don't see him on camera, but hey, all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Captain Saber.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Shit, man, I was out here, whoo, faster than a speeding bullet.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry.
Man.
My boyfriend just broke up. I'll be there. Norbert, you're such a good friend.
I gotta leave right now.
For real, man. No, that's why I feel so strongly about it, because that's why I understand what you were saying when choices. I was out here trying to be something to a lot of women that didn't deserve what I was giving to them.
Either didn't deserve it or didn't want it. You know?
Well, I never really thought about it like that until I got older. When I dealt with this one chick, because like she just didn't want that shit, and oh, her name. Shit, what? I was about to say. Shit, I was what, for like a year and a half. I was trying to give her any and everything, wasn't I? When it came to the matter of my heart and my mind and shit, like I was ready, like for real. But it was just like every time I stick it out there, it'd be just like she'd look at that shit and like, like for real, like, and that's how I felt, like every time, and like and like she'd stop talking to me, and it'd just be like, I'll be like, damn, that's the end of my world, like for real. And then I finally understood what it meant to have emotional baggage and think of that shit, like actually like going to a relationship, or going to talking to somebody. Oh, this bitch about to play me.
This explains so much. Okay, this explains so much.
So yeah, you know.
No, don't get over that, because he cut my ass off twice when he thought I was playing.
But no, I don't. I guess mine would be emotional baggage, like, you know, some shit that happened last year, day after my birthday. You was with me, you know, some old stupid shit, pretty much.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Man, you was just talking about this.
You know, baby moms. We was at my kid football game. Baby moms told my mom some shit, then told me something different. So then when I got word of it, you know, I approached her. Her dude, you know, got into the business that he shouldn't have got into. And then, you know, words was exchanged and all this other shit. I told him I'll beat his ass. I still will. But you know, all that shit happened. You know, I told him, meet me over by my crib, ain't nothing but open space. I said it to him one more time, then, you know, about to get in the car, he snuck me, all this other shit. Got choked out, blah, blah, blah. I think about that shit every day, not gonna lie. And, you know, I just want to beat the nigga ass again. But, you know, I don't let it fuck me up. You know, like, it is some emotional aspects to it because, you know, I was a part of the problem. I'm not gonna just say I wasn't. I could have, you know, shut him out while I was talking to you know, my baby moms or whatever, but I didn't. But that's shit you got to deal with in a situation like that. Yeah, it's emotional baggage, but you got to you got to be able to try and move on from it, because you can't let that shit fuck you up. Then you gonna just be mad at the world. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually be times when I do be mad about the situation, and I just be like, fuck everything, and I want to be somebody else. But I gotta, calm myself down and realize like I most definitely, I'm not gonna say started it, but I played my part. So maybe I did deserve what happened. Maybe I didn't, but opportunities come and go.
Hey, I'm gonna take the time to talk to you real quick.
What's up?
I was just talking to her about that, bro. Like literally,
for real,
bro. Every day I think about that same situation.
I think about it every day,
and it'd be like, bro, I carry it only for the simple fact because, like, I know what could have played out.
Yeah, I know what could have played out too. Like if it was a fair fight,
like
I was just gonna dog walk that nigga.
Or to the point where, if I would have actually, instead of doing what I did,
yeah,
like I think about that shit every day. And like I be wanting to text you and just say I'm sorry for real. Like, 'cause sometimes I really got it in my mind like I did the wrong decision. Like real talk, bro. And like I'll be carrying that shit because like some days I'll be so fucked up that I'll be driving. I'll be like, I can't wait until I see that. I can't wait until I see that nigga. For real.
No, you gotta bleep that shit. Fuck that nigga.
It was initial.
I mean,
like, and I'm not even worried about nobody else right now, bro. Like for real. And that's I'm glad we finally being able to like sit right here face to face and talk for real.
Oh yeah.
Like because I'm truly sorry. Cause I should have took his fucking head off his shoulders, but I'm glad I did control what could have happened.
It's all good, bro. It's all good.
Everything happened for a reason, so.
No, nigga, but I'm just saying, like, for real, like, that shit was real, like, for real, like.
Everything happened
like,
for a reason.
real was, like, I called real as soon as I fucking got home.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even think real remember that conversation, but he heard the urgency and the curiosity in my fucking voice.
Oh, yeah.
So, whew. All right. You got one more time, make a joke, though, man. Sign, nigga.
Catch me outside.
Sign, nigga.
How about that?
But damn. Okay, so back. You had to beat this.
It was initial, so it could be anybody. DJ, that's Barney, the yellow dinosaur.
I'm sorry. Okay, I wasn't even about to say the nigga name, but anyway. As your like, and that's like a perfect display of like emotional baggage. Like I was carrying that shit for a year.
Yeah.
Like
almost.
His birthday is in October.
That shit happened the day after my birthday.
Like, and like, I came to grips with it a long time ago. Like that's another reason why and I don't want you to keep beeping, so I'm not going to say her name. But that's another reason why I stopped talking to the old girl. Because I felt like she was a part of that shit.
She was.
So, it was just like...
I still don't talk to her. Like, it'll be... If we talk, when we see each other, it'll be small shit and that's it. I don't have nothing to talk to you about.
I ain't even got to talk to her. Scam artist.
Me either. I'm with y'all.
We all agree on something.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, Mercedes is quiet over there.
Listen.
75%.
Listen.
It's buffering.
Like that ass. Like, you know, it be some instances you wish you could take up for somebody, but you know
you can't. Exactly.
Like,
yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why I'm like, you either take it or you don't. And that's how I am with like anything. Like, not even just intimate shit, but like, I ain't putting up with that shit no more. Like, I don't give a fuck who you are.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a. But yeah.
But like, this. My final thought about this whole emotional baggage thing is coming from me. you got to be able to deal with that shit in order to find, like, when it comes to being in a relationship, you got to be able to deal with it, because you're never going to find someone that's going to be able to love you and hold you and take care for you if you're not willing to let go of all the shit that's holding you down in the first place.
Can I interject and ask a question? So are you saying that from the perspective of dealing with it by yourself? Because I know you were saying earlier how...
Actually, I didn't deal with it by myself.
But your standpoint, when you say you didn't agree with us, you were saying from, no, this is something I'm
like, because when you like, because when we were talking, like, we were going in, so it's like, I'm going in, I'm dealing with that shit alone. I'm not about to keep on telling. I'm not gonna tell you, like, up front, this is how I'm feeling, or this is what happened to me in my past. Of course, when we get to that point, of course you're gonna know that. But I'm talking about when you at that point of the conversation, we were just talking about going in.
Okay, I got you.
But like, no, like, that's why I'm saying, like, on my standpoint on it, in the long run, you're gonna have to deal with it.
That's
like,
true.
figuratively speaking, you're gonna have to fucking unpack that fucking bag. Cause the only way you're gonna be like, oh shit, that shit dirty as fuck. That needs to go in the trash. That need to go in. Let me just get rid of this shit. Go to the Goodwill. Give that shit to somebody else. No.
Yeah.
Don't give that shit to somebody else. Throw that shit away. Deal with it first, and then throw it away. It's like shredding paper, like shredding your bills that you're gonna throw in. Shred that shit, okay, and then throw it in the trash. Then can't nobody use it no more.
Yeah.
Forgive, but don't forget.
No, you gotta forget.
No, you can't forget, because
and then you're gonna be stuck with that shit.
No, forgive. You forgive, but you just remember, like, what happened and what can happen when you make those decisions to put yourself. That's what I'm saying. Forgive and don't forget.
Forgive and don't forget to me sounds like, okay, I'm going in here optimistic, but I know what you're capable of, type shit. Instead of just being like, whatever happened, you get over it. Like, okay, well, you know, I knew that going in, but not like.
No, you can't go in blind. You got to learn from your lessons.
Yeah.
If you forget about it, you're not learning from your lesson. You're not learning.
No, I'm not saying like literally amnesia. I'm saying like you don't go in there with the intent on them being like this, but getting over it easier if it comes to that.
That's why I put the forgive part, because you forgive, you get over it, and you move forward. But don't forget.
Yeah.
What you just went through.
But that's just like
that's your learning experience. You gotta keep that. You gotta remember what you went through so you don't go through it again.
But like in the back burner, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying like persecute that person. That's not what I'm saying. That's why I say forgive, because when you forgive, it's not affecting you no more. You're not trying to put it on nobody else. You're not trying to, you're not trying to carry it around no more.
Yeah,
you're moving forward.
I get you.
But in the back of my head, I'm gonna remember, okay, this is what happened. I don't ever want to feel like that again. Let me make a different choice or a different move.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Yep.
Oh dang, y'all want me to say some shit?
Yeah, like, nigga, we really like talking about dealing with it and moving forward.
Well, how do y'all cope?
How
do you cope, Nate? How do you cope with emotional baggage?
I think about my situations. Like that's pretty much with anything, honestly, though. But like emotional baggage, I think about the situation at hand, and then I'll try and come up with some shit to get over it, or to just deal with it. Cause some shit you're not gonna get over, and if you can't get over it, then you just gotta find a way to cope with it. Like you can't sulk in it every time it comes up, or every time you think about it or witness some shit that makes you think about it and shit like that.
So like, what's one thing what's one thing that you do to help yourself heal? Besides like thinking and like processing, like what's one thing that you do?
I'm in love with magic.
like no, because my healing thing is I talk to this one. Like
I love
that's my healing process. Like
so sweet.
I get it out and he understand. He listens.
You get
to
out
me.
like physically.
Nah, but I may boohoo a little bit, but I'm not no punk. But still, like
we didn't even know it, so it's like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I talk to certain people about my situation.
you know.
Ooh, I can't even do that.
Talk to friends.
See, I talk to these guys. Talk to her.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Ari.
Cause and I like him. He a character. He gives me like. Cause I have I know I have my way of thinking, but sometimes he'll say something and it'll be like,
this nigga actually making sense this time.
Yeah.
This nigga's actually making sense this time.
No offense, I just let it.
Dude, this is your last time.
Listen. Hey, Diddy, I got your back on this one, okay? Because sometimes I'll be like, what the fuck?
No, but that's sweet. That's really cute. I like that. That's why y'all like. That's what I'm saying. Like, but it came to it where this is what I'm coming with. This is where I'm coming with. We come to a common ground, and now it's working out and blossoming type shit.
But it's so funny though because I hate to get personal, but like
don't say no names.
Dealing with my emotional baggage alone and dealing with it and actually moving forward with Mercedes, like it was like completely different because I finally allowed somebody that I didn't allow anybody. Like she actually wanted to fucking help me through it. Like help me become a better person. Like
it was rocky that first year. Rocky in the mud.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's so cute.
No, but for real, like
shouts out to y'all.
For real, cause I was dead ass like I was like fuck these niggas. I went and like I wasn't texting back. That's why he cut me off twice. Cause I don't be texting. You don't text me first. I ain't texting your ass. You don't call me. I ain't calling your ass. Like I ain't think about you. But he really really helped me turn the corner.
I ain't like them other niggas.
Bro, he really helped me turn the corner. He like
yeah, but it was like I'm showing you that I'm interested type thing or I'm worthy type of thing versus like because some people can be like, oh well she don't want to text, well fuck her. Who is responding type shit. So it's like we coming from a.
I turned the whole corner.
But the shit that was so fucked up though, like, and that's why I said I don't want to get too personal. Like, that's another reason why I was going back to the girl Jewel, like because it was just like it wasn't like I was displaying that feeling towards you, like you was like, oh okay, I'll fix it, and then like at the time you fixed it, and you was like, oh, okay, fuck that shit. I was like, okay.
No, that's because.
But we ain't about to.
No, but I'm just saying, like I wasn't sure. Like it took me a minute.
And that's the two different standpoints that I was talking about with
it took me a minute. It took me a second, because I'm like,
exactly.
I don't let these dudes affect what I do. Like I'm like, what? And then when he actually started showing that he cared and was starting to get upset that I wasn't putting in enough effort, I was like, oh okay, all right, I need to do better. Like that's
Stop it.
Exactly.
Get some help.
What?
You don't let these dudes affect what you do.
No, nothing. I don't let them. Fuck. You think you about to sit up here and play me, nigga? I will cut your ass off.
I want you to text me more. I want you to text me first. I'm going to play the fuck out of you.
No. Like, for real. Because don't act like dudes don't be trying to play you. And as soon as they get to acting a little funny, I'll be like, next. Yeah. Like, I don't even waste my time if you're not displaying nothing for me to... waste my time on, or spend my time on, I should say, not waste. But he actually changed my perspective on how I dealt with.
But it has to be just for him particularly.
Yeah, but it was just him though, because he actually showed me I'm trying to care about you. Okay, so let's do this.
I'm trying to love you.
Right? What's wrong with you? Why you keep rejecting my love?
I'm gonna stop loving you, bitch.
And it was kind of rocky at first, but we got through it, and now it's better. We meshing because I feel like we actually been throwing emotional baggage out of our little luggage containers. Yeah,
That's more like it.
I feel like we still got some things to work on, but I feel like we have turned a corner, and it's been good for a while. So,
hard eyes.
That's my boo. I love you. No, this way. He gonna kick me off the show. I'm done. That's my last episode, y'all. I'm sorry.
Nate, like I said in the beginning, just the two of us.
That's so mean.
Don't.
We're gonna let the viewers say.
And Wayne.
Right.
Real, you on the next show, bro. We need new talent.
Oh, don't.
Too far.
Yeah, we tried. That's all right. You're gonna be staying in Wayne's house tonight.
Damn. I gotta go to work in the morning.
So you come work from here.
Me too.
Did you say shit?
I do gotta work in the morning, and I kind of work with y'all, so
I'll take you back home, Didi.
yeah. Okay, thank you.
He's sleeping at your house tonight. That's what you said. Okay.
Well,
Make his
before all
pallet up.
night, then. But honestly, this topic is going to be talked about probably again 100,000 times. Just know what we talked about was better. But last word, deal with it. You got to deal with it in order to move on with it. So,
Yep.
Now that we done talking about that emotional shit, let me get it off my
You aggravating.
New music out this week? None.
No.
Besides that shitty ass Queen album that we not about to fucking talk about.
Oh yeah, we done with that.
How many feel this so hate?
I don't think nothing.
Did
You a
Chance
straw
have
nigga. You know
anything?
this pussy is
Juicy.
juicy.
Chance the Rapper. That was like just a feature on something that he
He
posted
dropped
today.
some-
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was a feature.
Okay.
Who? I didn't know Ross had some shit coming out.
Ross got something coming out?
Right. Really?
I didn't know that. If,
Not gonna listen to that.
Do y'all follow him online?
Ross?
Yeah.
No, I follow his Twitter. Wow.
Oh, I was just curious.
I don't know.
Not gonna listen to that. Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look it up. If anything, no, he might drop it.
She fucking roaring.
That's how you feel.
I don't know how soon he would drop it, but
Are you okay?
he'll drop it before the year over for sure.
She got a frog in her throat. She
Fuck
no.
yeah.
No clue. I didn't even know. Like I didn't know. He was, wait, like what can he be talking about right now though?
Mm-hmm.
Selling drugs or?
Bro, you in the camera and shit now?
I don't know.
Got you, bitch.
He moved to the other side.
Port of Miami.
Like, you see me now, you don't.
It's
Really?
a mixtape?
No, because remember, Port of Miami was his first album.
Yeah.
So two is gonna be another album.
No.
I do remember hearing about it now.
That was like what, 15 years
Yo,
ago?
quick question. Speaking of Ross, Wale not with MMG no more?
No.
No, he bought.
Yeah, I say he should be.
I thought he's.
I don't think he with MMG no more.
Yeah, I don't think he is either.
Okay. So he still.
Yeah, I thought he left. Wait, so what?
I don't know.
No, I'm
Wait,
trying
so
to figure
he-
out if Wale was still on MMG. Because my whole thing is, I'm pretty sure he is. He just signed a different label, different record deal because that nigga.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Oh, so as a
So
group,
he
they're
with-
still
he
together,
with
but
a
they
different
have a
major.
different label. Okay, okay.
I don't really like that nigga always
Okay,
on the
okay.
sound with a major though. I really just be hoping he just do independent work because his music was so much better when he was trying to fight for a fucking spot. Like
He had a spot. He was signed to Rock Nation.
not when he was putting out all them fire ass mixtapes. Yeah, well, yeah,
He was?
Yes, he was.
I still feel like even if he wasn't with a
He was-
major
I think
label, he
signed
would
to
still
them
have
and
a.
then he either left or they dropped him. Then that's when he was on his grind, and then that's when MMG picked him up. Because I think the first mixtape about nothing was under Rock.
Was it?
Really? Never knew that shit.
He said he was talking about it. He said something about Rock Nation in a couple of them songs. The one song is some other shit that he got where he talked about it.
He really
Because it was a video of him, Cole, and a couple other Rock Nation niggas all in Waffle House and shit, kicking it, geeked as fuck and all this shit. I remember that. And then mixtape.
You gotta
The
get your
first
shit on my
mixtape.
car.
Yeah, I know. The first mixtape about nothing was a Rock Nation thing. I want to say the second one might have been, but I'm not too sure.
I actually like his music. I want him to come out with some.
Why they gotta
with some
say it
heat,
like short?
Some five.
Actually, the Complicated EP was pretty good.
I didn't say it wasn't. I just want him to come out with more stuff. I've
you
been
listened to
waiting.
it?
Yeah, like I just want him to be more consistent though, cause I be looking for the next thing when he don't come out with nothing.
Okay, yeah. So he is still with. He not with Atlantic no more.
Ah, okay. That's where Who's A signed with. Okay.
Yeah, but he's still part of them. But he with Warner and shit. So his major. Yeah, it's stupid.
Now, when Meek finally drop a full project, I'm gonna be happy. Don't you fucking be breathing over there and you be listening to the bitch that can't stop talking about her pussy.
Same thing with y'all niggas talk about money in your dicks.
Well, I don't listen to.
And whipping it in bitches' faces. That's all the fuck y'all be talking about. And then hold up. Y'all talk about people that's actually like rapping words you can understand, but y'all be sitting here listening to niggas that mumble. The fuck, like they be mumbling. They don't be saying shit. Like what you mean? Like niggas be out here mumbling. Like literally, I be going back. Like what the fuck did this nigga just say? He was just like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, no, this is not real rap. Like,
thank the producer.
Like, I mean, like catchy hooks, man. I swear, some people catchy. Like, I be like, listen, like, what the fuck is you even talking about? What?
Y'all know
like,
it's
not even saying
Netflix,
nothing.
For real.
I'm out just like a thief in the night. No.
Oh my god.
That fucking Red Run show on Netflix.
Oh, I didn't even watch that.
I watched the second episode of that shit. His son was doing that shit in the studio, mumble rapping.
Yeah, like that shit. No.
What's he doing that?
It wasn't his real son. It was the niggas that got acting as his kid.
Hold on, wait. They got
He got a sitcom on Netflix.
You childish as fuck, no man.
And his son was mumble rapping and shit. And he was like, Dad, you want to hop on the track? He was like, oh.
You know.
Sometimes you just gotta take what you want.
He not doing that.
Remember,
thank God.
Always stay fresh. God is love. Red Run.
3 checks.
Be in a hot tub.
3 checks.
Y'all aggravated.
It's like a black kingpin.
He really do though, like with the bubbles and shit.
Spider-Man.
Why y'all so petty, man? I just can't take it. I cannot take it.
Oh shit! I would have been holding the thing up like.
This shit getting foggy.
What is this nigga doing?
Cut, please.
Motherfucker, you better have some trucks on underneath that bitch.
Excuse me, sir. You're fogging my lens.
Oh man.
Oh my god, man.
Sorry.
But honestly, that ends the Sweet Remedy podcast for another week.
Oh no, it's over already.
Yeah, it's over.
Aww.
But you know, we'll always be back next Friday, bitches.
Next time.
On the Sweet Remedy Dragon. Hey, we should do that as an outro one day. Next time on the Sweet Remedy podcast.
Go.
Is Nate and Norb only going to be by themselves?
Right.
But it's your boy Norb. Follow me at Trey Brown on Instagram and Twitter. Mr. N Carter 3 on Snapchat. Hey, you know what? That's what I forgot to talk about. Hey, I got dogged out on Twitter yesterday, y'all.
About what? Don't bring that up. About what? Don't bring that up.
We'll talk about that shit.
We talk about that shit.
For future reference, though, I will say, don't talk reckless to your own nigga. Don't talk reckless to mine. Okay? Thank you.
After dark.
It's your boy Nate. Nate Collins on Facebook. Nate Nasty 216 on Twitter. TMNK _ Nate 216 on Instagram. Still can't remember my snap at the on spot, but hey,
I would never know.
Mhm.
So, yeah, the only platform I'm on right now is Instagram, and that's fine_as_wine_22.
She's conceited, obviously.
I've had that for years, thank you. And my nickname is Wine, so it's appropriate. It fits. Fine as wine, 22.
And you can follow me at Tiana Raymond on all my handles. I'm not complicated like them. On Instagram and Snapchat, I'm Tiana Raymond. On Twitter, I'm No Chick Like Me Benz. Say something smart. I triple dog dare
And we talk to
you.
y'all next week.
Triple dog dare you.
No chick like Benz.